Hello, welcome back to my garage. I am going to do a gold luster fire in my Vevor mini kiln that was sent to me. I was able to successfully glaze a pot in it, so I'm going to take that same pot. I put a gold decal on it. I'll kind of show a picture of what it looks like kind of before the decal went on, and then I'm going to put it in my Vevor kiln, which is this one right here. I'm going to move you a little bit closer here in a second so you can see that. Oh, I almost dropped my camera. But let me show you really quick what the pot looks like before it goes in. So it is this pot. We did this in the baby Vevor kiln, and I'm going to put a little stilt on it. But inside, that is a decal, and it's a gold 20. I think they're 22 karat gold decals, and it needs to fire generally to 018. So I have to figure out exactly what that is in this kiln in Celsius, and I figured that there's about a 40 degrees Celsius offset that I'm going to need to do for it. So let's go ahead and see how it works. So I'm going to scoot the camera a little closer to the kiln and show you loading it, and then we'll kind of go from there. All right. All right. So open this up. You should take a look at my my other video when I talk about kind of unboxing the kiln and kind of how it works, and then I show a couple tries at glazing. So I'm going to go ahead and set this inside. Actually, I'm going to set this first. All right, close it back up here. Now, I wish I had cones to be able to go in at this low temperature, but I do not. So let me bring you a little closer so you can see me actually turn it on. All right, so I'm going to go to cone 018. So first I'm going to turn it on. Now, cone 018 is, and you can hear the fan actually go on, it's probably somewhere between like, 675 and like 740, depending on how fast the kiln actually increases temperature. This kiln fires incredibly fast. So I'm going to go somewhere in the middle. I'm going to go to I'm going to set it for 715. So let's bring this down to 715. And this is in degrees Celsius. All right. And we're firing. So it's currently at 21 degrees Celsius, and it's going to go on to 715. I'm going to keep a close eye on it, and I will come out and shut it off. I'm not planning on doing any sort of hold since this is just a gold luster fire. All right, we are just about there. The kiln is at 712 degrees Celsius. It needs to go to 715. So just a couple more minutes and I will just flip that switch to turn it off, and then I'll naturally let it cool, and we'll come back and unload. All right, so this cooled overnight. Let's just see what temperature it's at. I'm going to pop it back on just so I can see the display. It was set for 715 degrees Celsius, and it is 21 degrees Celsius. So we're going to go ahead and pop the door and see how our gold luster decal worked. So here's our pot. Pot looks good. Ah, it's perfect. Wow. That looks great. There's a better. So this was a gold luster decal that I put on here. I fired it to cone 018, which for me was about 715 degrees Celsius. I did not have cones inside the kiln, so I can only kind of guess exactly where it's at, but the good news is there's a little bit of leeway with these gold luster fires. So So far so good. You know, I did a successful glaze fire. I've done a successful gold luster fire. So pretty happy with this little mini kiln from Vevor. I think if you're somebody who wants to be able to do a piece here and there, or maybe even just use it for gold luster, because it is in fact one of those things where you only want to do a piece or two, I think it would work pretty great. So check them out. I'll put the link in the description for the actual product. And I'm still going to try some raku with this kiln because I think it's the other place where it can be useful. But yeah, pretty fun. All right, check out my other videos and I'll catch you next time. Bye.